touch on that. Dating versus friendship, where to draw a line. I mean, it's not may not be applicable for the kids at the middle school level, but
there will be some kids who are more ready than others to get into what I call the boyfriend-girlfriend zone.
right.
And there's pressure to do that, starting at 5th grade in some schools. 5th grade, 6th grade, and kids who are not ready to even think about boyfriend-girlfriend issues may feel pressured by their friends who are either more ready or are pretending to be ready, and then there is this pressure to get involved in that kind of activity before you're ready, and you may lose friends. You may find out that your friends are off doing this boyfriend-girlfriend thing and they don't want to spend time with you anymore. They feel like they're more sophisticated and they're more mature than you are, and that may be true at this point in their lives. But it's not any different for any other activity. And it seems to me in the kind of development that we're talking about, the parents need to be sensitive to what's going on and not push them. Oh, how come you don't spend time with Sue anymore? You used to be best friends. Well, maybe Sue has a boyfriend and you don't want to go into that with your parents right now. Maybe Sue's parents don't know about it and you don't want to get into these kind of...
That's a good point.
You don't want to get into these telling tales outside of school. But it just seems to me that there ought to be a whole range of acceptable behaviors and what is normal. The last thing kids need is their parents telling them that they ought to be doing something. Kids feel insecure enough about their bodies and whether they're attractive to the opposite sex and all of that stuff. Am I a good athlete? Will I ever grow taller? All of that. The last thing they need from their best friend, who is really their parent, is to be pushing them in some direction. So when it comes to the boyfriend-girlfriend zone, what often happens is friendships fray at the edges when one friend is ready for the boyfriend-girlfriend zone and the other friend is not there yet. And there becomes jealousy, and there's also a competition for who you're going to spend time with, me, your best friend, or your new boyfriend. It's a natural evolution. When you think about it, eventually your children will find their future mates within their peer group. It may be years down the road, but eventually that is going to be the case of things. And it can be hurtful temporarily when some part of the friendship group gets paired up into couples, and not everybody's at that stage. As a parent, I would say, be as compassionate as you can. Encourage your kids to do what they love to do, and they will find other kids who also share those interests. And that's really the best part of it. And if you're concerned and you're truly worried that a friend may be going too fast in a relationship with a boy or with a girl than they're ready for, then it sounds like you should be talking to that friend about your concerns. But once again, it's not any different than the smoking thing. You're not going to be able to change anyone else's behavior, but you at least show your own respect and your concern for the friend by being honest with them.
Yeah, the interesting question is, should parents really get involved in terms of who the person should date or not at that age?
Most of these relationships are not relationships per se. You say we're going out.
It's a hangout.
It's
fun, actually.
Or they even not even see each other outside of school. It's an in school we're going out, which means that maybe we walk to class together, or maybe we text each other. But it's nothing really serious. If you feel that it's serious as a parent, yes, you should talk to your kids, because they ought to know what your standards of behavior are within a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, and that's a whole other show.
It's a tip of the iceberg we touched, and definitely we will cover that. Sure, thank you.
But one thing I do want to say is that whatever standards you have for friendship, trust, respect, honesty, open communication, and shared values ought to go into the boyfriend-girlfriend zone as well, because the word friend is in boyfriend and girlfriend for a very good reason.
Very true, very true. Thank you, and that's very interesting, and I know we wanted to at least touch and see what each other's role are here. Thank you very much.